You will never get a pay rise if you don't ask for one. With the cost of living rising, you can't afford to not watch this video about 10 realistic methods when requesting a pay increase at work. Tip number 1. Know your worth. You can start by checking job postings for similar positions on job websites such as Indeed, Glassdoor, or LinkedIn. You can also reach out to recruiters or colleagues in your field to ask about their salary expectations. It is important to take into consideration any additional skills or experience you bring to the table. For example, if you've taken on additional responsibilities outside of your job description, completed additional training, or consistently exceeded expectations in your role. These are all examples that can be used to justify a higher salary. Tip number 2. Prepare your pitch. Start with a clear statement of purpose. Your employer should know right away that you're asking for a raise, so start by stating that clearly and confidently. This involves organizing your thoughts, gathering evidence to support your request, and anticipating potential objections or questions from your employer. Outline your accomplishments. Make a list of your key achievements, projects you've completed, and any positive feedback you've received from clients or colleagues. Be specific and quantify your accomplishments wherever possible, such as, I increased sales by 25% last quarter, or, I brought in 3 new major clients in the past year. Bring evidence of your value. Collect any documents or metrics that demonstrate your contributions to the company. For example, you might bring a report that shows how much money you saved the company through your work or a list of positive reviews from clients or customers. Anticipate objections. Think about what your employer might say in response to your request and prepare answers to those objections. For example, if your employer says the company doesn't have the budget for a raise, you might respond by saying, I understand that, but I believe my contributions have been valuable to the company and I'd like to explore options for increasing my compensation in other ways. By taking the time to prepare your pitch, you'll be better equipped to make a strong case for why you deserve a raise. This can help you to feel more confident during the conversation and ultimately increase your chances of success. Tip number 3. Practice, practice, practice. Once you have your pitch prepared, practice delivering it out loud. This will help you to become more comfortable with your message and confident in your ability to communicate it effectively. Practice your pitch in front of a mirror, with a friend or family member, or even record yourself and watch it back. This will help you refine your delivery and build your confidence. Equally importantly, practice in front of people that will give you constructive feedback on the areas that were terrible regarding your pitch. Tip number 4. Choose the right time. Make sure that you're asking at a time when your employer is most likely to be receptive to your request and when you're in a strong position to make your case. Here are a few things to consider when choosing the right time. 1. Consider the company's financial situation. If the company is going through a tough financial period or has recently had layoffs, it may not be the best time to ask for a raise. Wait until the company is in a more stable position before making your request. 2. Time it with your performance review. If your company has a set schedule for performance reviews and salary increases, try to time your request for around that time. This will make it more likely that your employer will be expecting the conversation and will have already considered your performance. 3. Consider the timing of recent events. If you've recently completed a major project, received positive feedback from clients or customers, or been recognized for your contributions in some other way, this may be a good time to ask for a raise. Timing your request around these events can help to highlight your value to the company. 4. Avoid asking during busy or stressful periods. If your employer is dealing with a major deadline, a big project, or other stressful situations, it may not be the best time to ask for a raise. Wait until things have calmed down and your employer is more relaxed and able to give your request the attention it deserves. Tip number 5. Be confident. Believe in yourself, your abilities, and approach the conversation with a positive attitude. If you struggle with confidence, subscribe to this channel to learn easy and practical methods to improve your confidence today. Tip number 6. Be specific. When asking for a raise, be specific about the amount you're looking for and why. Avoid vague statements like, "I want more money," and instead, provide a clear and concise reason for your request. Another example is, instead of saying, "I've brought in a lot of new business this year," say, "I brought in 10 new clients with a total value of $500,000. In addition, you could explain, "I've lowered the staff turnover by 20% in the last 12 months, since being the supervisor or manager here because I have created a positive working environment." All of these examples demonstrate a tangible value to the company. Tip number 7. Be open to feedback. Your employer may have feedback or suggestions for areas you can improve before providing a raise. Be open to their feedback and take it as an opportunity to learn and grow. When your employer provides feedback, listen carefully, and take notes. Ask questions to clarify their feedback and make sure you understand their perspective. Tip number 8. Don't make it personal. Focus on your accomplishments and contributions to the company, rather than any personal issues or financial problems. Negotiating for a raise can be a stressful and emotional process, but it's important to remember that it's a business transaction, not a personal attack. Here are some additional tips to confidently overcome any reservations your employer has. Focus on your performance, not your worth as a person. It's easy to tie your worth as a person to your salary, but it's important to remember that your salary is a reflection of your performance and the value you bring to the company. Avoid taking any negative feedback or criticism about your performance personally. During the conversation, keep your emotions in check and avoid becoming defensive or confrontational. Instead, stay calm, professional, respectful, and focus on presenting your case for why you deserve a raise. Tip number 9. Follow up. After the conversation, follow up with your employer to thank them for their time and to see if there are any next steps you need to take. This will show your commitment and dedication to your job and your desire to grow within the company. Tip number 10. Be patient. Asking for a raise is not always an immediate process, and it may take time for your employer to review your request and decide. Thank you for watching the top 10 practical tips on how to confidently ask for a salary increase. Leave a comment on your favorite tip. Please like, share, and subscribe to improve confidence.